It is time for the final round of the OK Savings Bank OK Man Open from the Adonis Country Club in Po-Chun-Shi. 120 players had begun this 54-hole stroke play event, a 15th anniversary of this tournament, no less. And from that 120, after 36 holes, we cut the field down to 70. And now, with the contenders through 9 holes, it all comes down to the back 9. These shots came just a few moments ago. We will discover with you how Peng-Shin Shiel, Sung Eugene, and Lee Dong-eun fared on hole number 9. It is a par 5 at 479 meters. It is the last hole on the middle course here at Adonis. The best weather of the week so far, it must be said, and it's rather obvious if you have been with us since Friday afternoon. 28 degrees and sunny. 1.9 meters per second the winds. Try to provide a little bit of respite from a scorching hot September Sunday. Speaking of scorching hot, how about this? Sung Eugene, who wasn't one of the co-leaders at the end of 36 holes. In fact, it was something of a, I don't want to call it an invisible day, but a quieter day. After Sung Eugene had started the tournament with a 67, she was only able to shoot 2 under yesterday. Already 3 under through 8 with a chance. Pardon me, 3 under, 2 under. Beg your pardon. The leaderboard, well, it had updated a little bit early. 3 under through 8. With birdies at 1, 6, and the 8th. That's a great shot at making that 4 after 9. So Lee Dong-eun, third and final member of this group, is 71 on Friday. 63, and you're not hearing me wrong, nor is that a mistake. 9 under par she shot yesterday. She is, however, even through the first 8 holes today. As we've seen a couple of times now, but just to cross our T's and dot our I's. The pin today, 9 yards from the back, 5 yards from the fringe. That's not too shabby for Lee Dong-eun. Type of shot that can kickstart a round after a bogey at 8 and a birdie at 5. It is an opportunity to hit the midway mark at 10 under par. Here's Pak Sung-hyun, and of course with her legion of supporters, a chance at a birdie to start the back 9. Former world number 1 shot a 72 yesterday. She's tied for 6th at 6 under with that par. Over to 15, Ko Chi-won at 9 under. Right to the ball marker of her group mates. Look, after yesterday, I don't think anyone could be blamed for writing Ko Chi-won out of this, but alas, 7 under today, still with a few holes to play. It's Peng-Shin Shiel with her right foot in the sand, her left in the rough, an uneven stance as she tries to pick this ball up and get it down in a hurry. There's a little bit of a mound. You just might be able to make it out with the lighting to our left. Does not want to mess with it. It's a conservative shot. It certainly takes birdie off the table. Kang Gae-yeol, an 8 iron on the par 4 10th. Short of the green, lands and stays in the rough. after a tough approach, leading to a tricky putt. It's a slip up for Clinching. It's Sung Eugene for a birdie at the 9th. She has missed that to the inside, certainly with Clinching miss. She would have been salivating at the prospect of moving into a share of the lead for someone who's 3 under and bogey free after 9. She cuts a frustrated picture after knowing what she just let go. Now he dug in. Maybe we were just warned that this slide is trickier than it appears.
Nice.
Not so for her. Bouncing back after the bogey at the par 3. It is 11 under with 9 holes to determine a champion. And we're getting an early sense that this is going to go down to the wire. Okay, so bogey. Birdie the first, bogeyed the last. That's an even 36, and will start the East course on the back foot after a rare miscue. Just as Lee Dong-eun's birdie was celebrated, this was Kang Ga-yeol on the other side of the trees. And that's no bueno either. Her round so far, birdies at 4, 6, 7, and 8. Interrupted only by a bogey at 5. And it looks like there's going to be another bogey here at the 10th. Onwards to 16, 135 meters and a significantly downhill approach to the green. Clinching one rides to a fairly attackable part of the green. What a whirlwind, that number 9, pardon me.
형님 촬영 중이라서.
알겠습니다.
Doing some quick maths, 7 birdies Lee Dong-eun has recorded through 27 holes on the middle course. On the East course, through 18 holes, 7 as well. It's certainly the portion of the course that has led to the most success for her. She has not birdied number 10 yet this week. Kang Ga-yeol from the fringe. She had needed that to avoid dropping. Resigned to her fate. It's about a meter to finalize the bogey. Here is Clinching. Was able to card a birdie on this hole back on Friday. It was a very quiet back nine for her yesterday with only 13 and 18 leading to birds. Kind of the opposite of E. Duggan, where she has done better on the middle course. And that leaves Sung Jean. 369 meters, 404 yards. Powering that right down the middle of the fairway. She's away well. Look at champions past. The defending champion. She won by just one stroke last year over Chihan Sol, Soa Jean, and Iso Young. .200 meters on the nose. Pak Sung-hyun. The second shot clears the fringe, rolls on to the green, and heads right towards the back. And yes, that will be for eagle. Pak Sung-hyun, a winner here in 2015. A full decade ago, she won with a 10 under tournament score.
한 1m 정도 사람 아예 없고. 네, 플레이하겠습니다.
It's really nicely played. Just clearing the front. Third and final shot at the 10th. It is Lee Dunggan safely on the front. An emphatic bump of the fist from Baek Ji-young and an eagle at 11, just like that. She launches herself up to 8 under par. Well, there's bounce back time for Pang Shin-shil. Exasperation from the gallery. Park Sung-hyun misses the putt that she really should have made. A run for an eagle as well here at 11. And she'll go to 4 under. A double bogey, an eagle, a birdie, and a bogey. It's been a little all over the map. That's not the outcome she was hoping for. Well, it's not just 11. We'll see a lot of this on number 15 too. I was going to save it for the next tee, but we might as well get into it now. Both the par 5s on the back 9 have been shortened and shortened significantly. They were playing at 499 meters in the first 2 rounds. It's 459 today. Made to attack, risk, and reward. That is absolutely sensational. The second shot. Par here at number 10 for our leader. Now Sung Eugene. This for a birdie. Will be downhill. Starting above the hole, nowhere near hard enough. Sung Eugene taking an extra beat longer. Preparing the putt for par. This is a really strong on from off the green. How about a hole out? Kangayol, after a bogey at 10, holes out from off the green for eagle and goes to 10 under par. Shot one from Idungan. With it being slightly downhill, you can get more than halfway to the pin with that driver. Tee shot on the par 3 12th. Up and, pardon me, that's likely a little further along. If it's Kochi 1, that'll be the 17th. Rides the border. The cut of rough separating the fairway and the actual rough. Transition space. It will be attackable for Pengxin Shield. Nothing to cleanse the palate like an eagle. And breaking just the right amount. Birdie is found. And Serene on the 11th. Now Kochi 1 to get to 10 under par. Never say never. It would take a stratospheric fall off from the leaders for 10 under not to be well blown by. We've seen some pretty insane scores at this tournament over the years. 10 under has been hit at least half a dozen times. Lee Jung-eun's 6 in 2017 shot a 60, 6-0 in the second round on the way to winning the tournament with an 18 under score. Last 2 years, No Sung-hee at 14 under. Year before, Mata Som at 15 under.
플레이 하겠습니다.
그냥 짧게 주고 컨치고 짧게 잡고 컨치면 딱 맞을 것 같아요. 그냥 계속 굴러가고. 군대탑 방향.
Searching for the green. Not quite having the juice to get all the way down there. The problem of being in the rough.
공이 약간 좀 꼬였으니까 이걸로부터 해주시는 게 나아요.
No such trouble finding the green. Cleared the fringe by about a yard. Jung-eun plays an iron down and is on in 2. Again, this is not simple. Downhill and in the rough. To be level with the hole is a tick mark in the success column on its own. Lim Jin-young at the 13th. Trying to stay front left-ish, and yeah, that's a big success as well. She's at 8 under now after her eagle at 11. This is Park Ju-young, 5.4 to go to 9 under, and she's got it. All of a sudden, 2 back. She has been waiting for a round like this to erupt, and it's exactly what she's doing after 68 and 71 through the first 2 rounds. Park Ju-young to 4 under par.
플레이 하겠습니다.
All right, Sung Eugene. Nowhere near as close as we've seen the past few holes coming through.
플레이하겠습니다.
Kangayel an 8 iron. Front right and gets instead back left. Shil. 1 to the rough, 2 to off the green, 3 in close. An opportunity for birdie when we come back. So Kangayel has thrust herself in between Lee Dong-eun and Sung Eugene, battling for position at the top of the leaderboard. Kochi 1 is close to wrapping up a round on pace for a 64. That would best the round of the day so far, set by Chung So-yi, who was even after 36 holes and into the top 8. Lots of drama to unfold as this par 5 on the back 9 kick starts the run-in to the championship. The 15th anniversary of the OK Savings Bank OK Man Open from Adonis. And welcome back. Our featured group concluding. One of our featured groups are concluding their time on the par 4. This is the featured group that we were thinking of. It's Lee Dong-eun. Excellent birdie to extend her advantage. She is up to 12 under. And Kangayol, what a topsy-turvy past few holes it's been. Bogey, eagle, par. Punchin Shield desperate to keep pace. Not letting Lee Dong-eun run away with it. And shortly thereafter, last but not least, Sun Eugene. This is to save a par, though. That's about 3 feet. Not much in the way of break. Slightly uphill. No trouble. Starting to have some more groups reach the finish line. This is Kim In-sol, her best round of the week. Tied for 19th currently with a 69 on Sunday. For the second hole in a row. The lead is 1. First to tee off at 12, 138 meters. It's the shortest hole on the course. Saw Park Sung-hyun try to play that exact shot. She, however, wasn't able to keep it on the green. Think of what Lee Dong-eun has accomplished in her young career. 2004 born competitor. 7 top 10s this season. 2 podiums, including a win. And what a win it was. The 39th Korea Women's Open Golf Championship. Hasn't been inside of the top 10 since July the 6th in the tournament. It's all coming together for her here in Pocheon. Shield watches on with keen interest. Not a whole lot farther than the leader, slightly, well, not even slightly, much closer to the middle. This is Park Ju-young for birdie, 9.6 meters. I mean, she's absolutely unstoppable right now. She has come to play, Park Ju-young. Back left. Sun Eugene after that par. It's, I don't think, unfair to wonder if that miss on hole number 9 rattled her confidence. Had a chance to go into a tie of the leads, missed a putt she knew she should have made, and now just seems to be fighting it a little bit. There's Park Ju-young, just a couple of holes further forward then Idong, Pengxin Shil, and Sung Eugene, and now tied for a podium place. The wily veteran has something to say about the young stars and refusing to let them run away with this tournament. And welcome back. 1:47 p.m. local time in Pocheon. We are on the 12th hole, the par 3, 13.8 meters. Sung Eugene trying to end the little rut she's in. She absolutely smoked that putt. It was a long way uphill. She ends up nestled in the fringe. Kangayo with her 9-iron, she's short of the green. Peng Shield. That hovers over the hole. She was ready to celebrate. And we'll go to 14 with Im Jin Young. Now with how those above her have been playing, finds herself back by 7. And that will slowly reduce the deficit. It's back-to-back birds and 3 in her last 4 holes, making an exciting final round push. Sung Eugene, her superpower this week has been her ability to save par. First in the tournament at 96%. And from the fringe, she adds another to the tally. And Lee Dong-eun knew it was a little bit offline. Her miss is to the left, and that's a tap-in par. Short pitch up onto the green, carrying about 4 meters beyond the hole. It's Kangayol.
네, 플레이하겠습니다.
It's Peng Shield teeing off first on 13. 325-meter par 4. Well, you can certainly see the green from the teeing box. It's a good thing to aim for. There is a water hazard off to the left, but that's not in play for these pros.
shot.
카메라 버튼 지금 눌러주세요.
blasted down that narrow strip of fairway. And away Sung Eugene and company go. And that will go. Perhaps asking the golfing gods for help with the little gesture with the putter was enough. We'll never know. And 18 with a gust of wind at her back. This effort has cleared the hole and then some. Here's Park Ju-young. Finds herself in a little trouble on 14. She had been in the bunker and ends up on the asphalt. She has been so desperately hunting that second career win 7 times as a pro. She has finished as the runner-up, including once this year. It was one of just 2 top 10 finishes for her on the season. That was back at the IM Financial Group Open earlier in the campaign. Now Kochi won to finish the tournament at 9 under. A lot of players that still have to come in, so 6th seems unlikely. But what we can't and what we won't even attempt to do is put anything of a disservice on her final round. A 65 she shoots. 8 birdies and just 1 bogey, the par 5 fifth. What a round for Kochi 1. Back at 14, a good approach onto the green. And Kangayeo. The eagle grabs headlines, of course. 2 pars since that point. She had birdies at 4, 6, 7, and 8 on the front 9 as well.
앞에 넘어왔는데 108, 뒤에 68.
뭐라고?
왼쪽 공간.
아니야 꽤 5m, 2m, 5m. 핀 그냥 보면 돼.
All right, Sung Eugene. 9 iron. Almost exactly 100 meters at 106 and 6.5 meters beneath the pin. As she floats up the approach. Next pin comes in right on cue.
압은 아닌데.
앞이야 원래 메인이 앞이야.
Peng Shin-chil is 96 meters out and a 50-degree wedge. He's slightly further out than Sung Eugene, but a very impressive shot nevertheless.
아빠는 뜨면 내가 얘기해 줄게 바람. 오케이, 캐리 쳐. 오.
Well, of the three, she's the one that will be most disappointed, and it's quite obvious why that's the case. The backspin and the hill take her just about all the way back to the fringe. And Lee Dong-eun was quoted as saying, "Most of my wedge shots within 100 meters land within 3 meters, creating many birdie opportunities." Evidently, that approach was the outlier. Now Park Ju-young trying to get up and down for a par from off the green at 14. Has a lot of green to carry, and the greens are playing faster than they have all week, and understandably so. With no rain, a lot of sun, high temps, and wind, drying this course right out. So the top three looks like this: Lee Dong-eun, Pang Shin-sil, Park Ju-young, Kang Ga-il, and Sung Eugene. 2 strokes separate those 5 players. Coach Won officially in the clubhouse with a brilliant 65. Chung Yoon-ji, who was our leader after 18 holes, is back inside the top 10, 1 under through 13. We'll be back in just a few moments for more at the OK Savings Bank OK Man Open. So back to work we go, and that is a triumphant Park Ju-young. Triumphant as she avoids her bogey after a rocky start to the hole. Next up, Pang-Shin Shield to tie the leads. Crescent putt. And it finds the bottom of the hole. 2 in her last 3, one of her best of the day so far. Looking for win number 3 this season, her 5th on the tour. Having won the Nexton St. Nine Masters in April and the High One Resort Women's Open in July. She tied for the lead with a birdie on 18 yesterday. She said, I feel my shots improved since last week's major. I just want to do my best in the final round tomorrow and finish with a good score. Pang-Shin Shield looks on with intrigue. Who could blame her? Lee Dong-un to save a par, but she's missed. Too quick and offline. She took a pragmatic approach when she spoke to the media yesterday, saying, look, while winning would be great, I'll let go of that greed and focus on every hole and every shot. There will always be adversity in this sport. It's her biggest dose of it so far today. We're on the halfway point of the back 9. Kang Gael blasts that all the way to the fringe. She rebounds back onto the green. And in the hole. It's 4 holes down. 5 holes to play. Saw a playoff last week. And as mentioned earlier today, last year's competition came right down to the wire. Here's Yoo Hyun-jo, 14.4 meters. Our season's point leader. He's up to 76 points on No Soon-yi. 1 win on the campaign through 20 events. She's on for another top 10. Also 3rd on the money list. Top 10 finish should take her to 1 billion won for the season. Bogey and par in the first 2 rounds here at 14. It's been one of the holes that Pang-Shin Shield has struggled with. One of the few holes. Long drive takes a big pop just as the fairway begins to bend right. We can safely say she's in the rough. Well, that was the finest of lines. She was playing with fire, that just clearing the sand. That would have been a miserable out, certainly if she was right at the end of the bunker, but she doesn't have to worry about it. Done in, last in the group to tee off. And the most straightforward and successful drive of the lot.
아주 굿샷.
내려오세요.
To 15 with Park Ju-young. Another shortened par 5. She rolled the dice and went for the green in 2 and ends up in the grass bunker to the right of the fairway. And just inside the fringe, a close call. But nothing doing. Park Sung-hyun, 213. Takes an unfortunate carom. She avoids the tallest of the rough. That's not a bad spot to be after 2 shots.
방향은 살짝 왼쪽.
살짝 보실게요.
높이가 높이라.
약간 어필에 맞았어. 제가 슬라이스 바람이 있습니다. 살짝만 왼쪽 보고 살짝 가볍게 쳐준 거예요. 실례하겠습니다. 카메라 소리 안 나게 해주세요.
This is Clinching from the right of the fairway. She still held nothing back, looking for the back corner of the green.
한 8시, 7시 느낌.
Sung Eugene next to play here at 14. We'll roll around and back towards the middle. That's a great judgment of club. Saving the best for last. That's Lee Dong-eun. Well, she had created a little bit of separation on Clinching, who reignited the race to the win with a birdie at the last. But that approach to move her 4 short feet away from a birdie would really force Clinching's hand. Outdone. That's some wonderful play. The wedges are working minor miracles here in Pochun. Let's take a look at this because Clinching and Lee Dong-eun are trading spots left, right, and center. And after the approaches on the 14th hole, well, we might see that leaderboard swap again. Won't want to miss a single second of the run-in to 18. Our coverage of the OK Savings Bank OK Man Open will resume shortly. such a pivotal stretch of this tournament. Clinching from off the green, trying to get up and down for a par. Next up, Pak Ju-young on the final par 5. Birdie look for 11 under, and it's not gonna fall. She would have been able to continue to apply the pressure. You have to wonder, is that the shot she looks back on and has some misgivings about?
하겠습니다.
She looks up at the sky in frustration, goes back to replay the putt. She'll have to settle for par. Oh, breaking right. One of her peak performances of the round so far. This par 4 rolls in the birdie and is once again the co-leader. The 2 times today that she has dropped a shot, she has immediately gone and got it back the next hole. That's the testament of a champion right there.
하겠습니다.
Clinching settles for a par and is off to 15. 4 to go, 2 players tied at the top. And Sung Eugene trying to ensure she is right behind them should either slip up. And that's a par confirmed. Lee Dungan getting us underway at 15 with a strong drive. Peng Shil is next. She's not sure yet. And she's not going to be thrilled. And take eagle off the table based on that drive alone.
살짝 나빠.
방향은 그냥 돌려?
카메라 버튼 지금 눌러주세요. 부탁드릴게요. 소리 안 나게 부탁드릴게요.
Sun Eugene, the third and final member of the group to begin, and she is in regulation. Is Kangayol. One hole further along. 2 holes, pardon me, further along. 1 hole further along that we were thinking of. Pak Sung Hyun, 129 from the fairway at 16. She's just in a bit of a cold streak. And now Park Ju-young. Settles beside the rough. That's not going to be a clean out either. Kangayol pushes it, and it speeds past the cup. Really strong up. Just about inside the shadow of the flag. Kangayol rolls in the part. She's disappointed that she hasn't made up any ground since that eagle, now 4 holes prior.
어차피 한 40m 넣고 들어가도 괜찮아. 중계 왼쪽에.
근데 핀 앞에 벙커도 나쁘진 않죠. 이 벙커보단 왼 벙커가 낫잖아.
그렇죠. 근데 벙커까지 안 갈 것 같아. 내 느낌.
Second shot of the par 5. It is from the fairway into the rough, looking for that little extra to try and set up an eagle here, which has been a really, really rare thing, even with the shortened distance. Pei So-hyun, the only player to have done it today. Lots of birdies, as you might expect. No need to try to reinvent the wheel here. Birdie is still, you would think it would go without saying, an incredible score.
플레이하겠습니다.
Lee Dong-eun is next. Looks a 5 woods. So much speed, in fact, that she's gone well past the pin and into the rough, where it comes to a stop. As we go to 16, a chip from Park Ju-young, nestled beside the rough. Shinjil doing a little bit of a scout. All right, all of that prep work laid a strong foundation for a really nice up with Birdie very much right in front of her. Colossal. All right, so the bar's been raised. Let's see how Sung Eugene follows up. Not too shabby either. And from just beside the rough, he done. Just about able to hole out. It's a wide green, and as you can see, no white golf ball on it due to the miss. Okay, time for birdies. So Sung Eugene left to right breaking. Well thought out, well executed. With a 12 under. Temporarily, a three-way tie for the top spot. Lee Dong-un makes it 2 for 2.
좀 더 동작 맞을 것 같아요. 확실하게 있으니까. 확실하게 있으니까. 앞에 멈춰주세요. 저희 플레이합니다. 멈춰주세요. 멈추세요.
Pang-Shin Shield. She and Lee Dong-un, they have gone up to 13 under par. And that's it for the par 5s. A par 4, a par 3, and a par 4 to try to determine a champion. And now, Park Ju-young. Second to last hole, the final par 3. It's a pretty good tee shot.
파트보다 살짝 7시. 리플레이 하겠습니다.
Look out on the cart path. And back out it comes. Gives us some flashbacks to a couple of weeks ago. An exciting tournament that came down to a 3-hole playoff and a 402-meter drive, if I recall correctly, on the first playoff hole. Not nearly as long, but a little extra yardage, never a bad thing. And here's Lee Dong-un. Wow is right. The reaction from the gallery, what a drive. And that leaves Peng Xinxiu. And she's gesturing right. And it's into the bunker. I don't think it climbed out into the rough. She'd prefer it stay in the sand, to be honest. One of the first signs of a crack in the co-leader. And her quest. Her third win of the year. Gael. She goes. Back to Young. Oh, just staying out, missing inside. Gael now putting for par. Okay, no issues with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for a break. Featured group is in spawn 1, 2, and 3, or T1, T1, and 3. They're off and running on the 16th. The par 4. 3 holes to play to determine a champion, perhaps some playoff golf around the corner at Adonis.
플레이하겠습니다.
So we're back to work, and it's crunch time. 16, 17, 18. A par 4, a par 3, and a par 4. That is it for the 54 holes in regulation. Lee Dong-eun and Peng Shield battling each other, and of course battling with themselves. Mistake-free golf, the most important thing at this stage in a tournament. It's a 50-degree wedge for Lee Dong-eun. Pin is planted at the front right corner. Couldn't quite get it to stick. It's a longer way out that has par written all over it.
내리막이라 약간
너무 잘 맞았어.
Not particularly closer for Kang Gae-yeol on number 17.
이제 플레이하겠습니다. 이동 다 멈춰주세요. 다 멈춰주세요. 감사합니다. 10만 생각하고 쳐.
Closer to the pin, closer to the end of the fairway. Also not necessarily within birdie range from Sung Eugene. More than serviceable. It's a very good up on the 18th. Let's take a look at this recovery from Peng Shield, or attempt at it. We couldn't tell from our camera tower if she was in the rough or in the sand, and I had said she would have preferred to be in the sand, and that's one of the reasons why. The vibration of that shot as she powered it out of the rough, up the hill, and onto the green. This is still a position I think she would take, all things considered. And that was the attempt at a birdie.
플레이하겠습니다.
And back to 17. After the tee shot, this is Kangael on the par 3. Not quite the pace to get all the way to the hole. Well, the door is slightly ajar for Lee Dong-eun. It's 9.6 meters away. It would take something close to miraculous. This is going to start left to right. And not quite, though a very formidable effort. The first one should be 3 tap-in pars. Something on the other side of the course got the gallery on their feet, hooping and hollering. I think a birdie here would do the same. A par here, pardon me, would do the same. It's been an eventful trip to the green. Sung Eugene trying to avoid dropping to 2 strokes back, 5.6 meters out. Don't think anyone could argue this is the most important shot of her tournament thus far. Well, had a really good chance. Unfortunately for her, it's not to be. And Sung Eugene suffers her first bogey of the round at a very inopportune time. Might this have been a cause for celebration? Park Ji-young has made peace with the fact she's not going to win this tournament. She's pushing for a spot on the podium. So that is a par, and this is how things look with 2 holes to play. Sung Eugene bogeying and dropping to 2 back. She still has the top score of the day from anyone in the group, but it might not be enough. Bangshin Shil and Lee Dong-eun. A couple of pars and a couple of holes remaining to try to determine the winner of the OK Savings Bank OK Man Open. Back in a few. And welcome back. This is Park Sung-hyun for a birdie. Gonna finish the round on a high, stopping just a little short. 6 under is a tie for 9th, of which there are 7 players at that score. Just outside of the top 10 then. 68, 72, 71 at the end of her tournament. Well, birdie here yesterday for Lee Dong-eun. Only other par 3 that she has birdied this week was number 12 on Friday. It will be a 6-iron for her. is on the fence. She gets through the fairway just before the green begins. All kinds of sand traps that you do not want to mess with. Well, Buck Young, bogey free today. 3 birdies and an eagle. There was a point we thought she might be challenging and that drought might be over. But alas. Not to be today. Now Clinching Shield. Yeah. Advantage to Miss Clinching Shield. This is the type of magic you need on Sunday to lift the silverware.
치면 되니까? 나왔나 안 나왔나 봐주세요.
안 나왔어.
네, 하겠습니다.
Last but certainly not least, Sung Eugene follows very closely in the footsteps of Clinching Shield. Back to 18, some more wonderful approaches. Kungeo looking to end on a high.
하이사이드로 조금 하이사이드.
Well, she wouldn't for one moment be expecting this to fall, but she probably needs it. 8.4 meters, See Dong-eun. Rolling a little bit further than she would have been comfortable with, had she been offered it. Well, the gallery swells, knowing we're so close to the end. Sung Eugene to go to 12 under. Right to left break and hangs on. Give her 6 on the day. We're 1 for 1 in the birdies. Two pars finalized. 1 for 3. Nicely corrected. So that was a just in case stroke for Lee Dong-eun. Just in case this doesn't fall for Peng Shin-shil. It'll all come down to 18. Peng Shin-shil to take the outright lead. She rolls it in. Sweat starting to form on her brow, and it's not just because it's 28 degrees outside. Jung Hae-yeol, an incredible 67, a round to be proud of, and a top 5 position all but ensured. Would be just her 3rd top 10 of her career, and it would make it the best finish she's ever had as a professional. T7 earlier this season at the Mikolmona Yongpyong Open.
Nice body.
Nice body.
Nice par.
Peng Shin-shil congratulated as she arrives at the tee on hole 54. Birdie wins it. Always important to never get too far in front of the shot you face.
이 방향으로 치니까 거의 그냥 정확 뻗어요. 벙커, 저 뒤에 벙커 방향 괜찮을 것 같아. 앞바람이라 왼쪽에 있는 벙커 방향 IP 떨어지는 지점을 글로 잡고 치고. 저희 플레이하겠습니다. 플레이하겠습니다. 멈춰주세요. 플레이하겠습니다.
She has the honor after her birdie. And Clinching Shield delivers a dart into the fairway.
오지 마세요. 오지 마세요. 감사합니다. 네, 하겠습니다. 카메라 소리 안 나게 부탁드릴게요. 자.
Sung Eugene gets her final hole underway. It would take quite the collapse for her to get in.
자,
So she needs a swing of a Clinching Shield bogey and a birdie of her own. 2 career runner-up finishes already to go along with her 2 wins. 2 additional times in 2025 as she finished 3rd. Once at the next Insane 9 Masters. Also won on the TLPGA, the Taiwan LPGA Tour. Foxconn Players Championship earlier in 2025.
이율 처음 페어웨이 지키는 거 아니에요?
그러니까 오늘 처음이었어. 제일 이쁘게 잘 갔어.
그러니까.
그냥 적당히 쳤지. 잠깐 근데
5발 112 140
오케이. 98, 99까지 봐도 되고. 되게 멀어.
가까워 보일 때
All right. second shots.
바꿔도 될 것 같아. 우르왕이 심해서
Equally as important as the putts that are to come in the next few minutes.
살짝. 원철이 형 조금만. 감사합니다. 한시 확실히 틀은 아니고 살짝 포그로.
Sung Eugene will be the first to play her approach. It's a 7-iron, 121. Looking for the flag mid-right. And she's not able to stay on that back step up the green. She'll roll towards the front fringe. Whether she went for a little more pace, trying to get closer to the pin with a wedge shot. Maybe there was some understandable nerves. Either way, our tournament is shaped on this.
이동 멈춰주세요.
Zidungen skips and rolls and comes within 5 meters of an eagle from off the green. Wouldn't that have been something? And all this from the rough, too. To be outdone, it's fitting, isn't it? Peng Xin with a statement on what appears to be a triumphant return to the winner's circle. It will be her 5th career win, assuming she finishes it off. Just her proportion of these wedge shots. I'm delighted, so many throughout the week. At one point this year, she had moved up to 55 in the world.
마지막으로 방신실 프로를 소개합니다.
Always interesting to track these players and their constant growth and evolution as competitive golfers. 2023, she bursts onto the scene with 2 wins. 2024, trying to replicate that same success, she couldn't. 3 runner-ups last year. 1 third place result. 5 additional top 10s. This year it's been a different story. 8 times in the top 10 in 21 events. 2 wins already and a runner-up. And now moments away from making it 5. 20-year-old from Ansong. pushed herself with some new challenges this year. Playing in the Women's PGA Championship, attempting the Women's British Open as well. Now she just has to patiently wait. Sung Eugene had 4 feet left. It'll be her second podium of the year. After tying for second at the 2025 Aurora World Ladies Championship. Her second career title. First one back in 2023 on the Dream Tour. Major champion this year and close to adding another, but ultimately this week, this Sunday, belongs to Clinching Shield. To tie a bow and win the tournament. It's 15 under. And it's a masterclass on a Sunday for third win of the year. 31 on the way in. She hit the turn at even and bogeyed the 9th. Birdies at 11, 13, 15, 17, and 18, and a deserved champion. If you're not Clinching Shield, you're about to get your celebratory water shower that'll cool her down in a hurry. And 180 million won, which will take her to around 870 as she tries to close in on EA1, with whom she is tied for the most victories on the tour this season.
Nice.
Marie Dungan, the runner-up, it's all hers. Birdies at 5, 9, 11, 14, 15, and 18 today. 2 bogeys, 8 and 13. Slimmest of margins, the difference just 1. Sung Eugene, she is going to match what she was able to do on Friday, shooting a 67. Her letdown was yesterday, and a 70. For the par and sole possession of thirds. Finalizing our leaderboards. And now, Clinching Shield better get that scorecard in something waterproof.
수고했어, 신실아.
Celebrations
수고했어,
to begin.
네,
20 years old and a 5-time winner KLPGA Tour.
빛나는 플레이를 보여준 강신실 프로가 결국 우승을 차지했습니다. 진심으로 축하드립니다. 잠시 후 우승자 인터뷰를 끝내는데 이곳에서 시상식을 시작하겠습니다. 갤러리 여러분들께서는 잠시만 기다려 주시기 바랍니다. 오늘 갤러리 경품 추첨까지 이어서 진행됩니다. 시상식까지 끝까지 함께 해주시면 대단히 감사하겠습니다.
위에 먼저 빡고. 네.
얼굴만 딱.
그러면 이걸로 가리고 위에 도트 내주면. 네, 얼굴 닦아야 될 것 같아요. 네. 이걸로.
Well, let's revisit the clinching putts. And that tangerine colored jacket awaits her. Once again, in consecutive years, it's just the slimmest of margins of victory in this 3-hole competition and in our return to Adonis.
네. 정신이 없어. 5승?
How many fingers do I have to hold up? She's asking. Well, she's got 5 in her career now, but
네.
gotta hang on to that towel. The next Insane Nine Masters, the High One Resort Ladies Open, and now the OK Savings Bank OK Man Open. To go along with her 2 in 2023, the E1 Charity Open and the Tungbu Construction Corrid's Championship.
네. 여기.
It's an early birthday present for herself. She'll turn 21 in a week and a half. Now she has a little bit of business to attend to.
물이 없어서 못 뿌려줬어.
Congratulated by her closest competitors on the day, and she's tripping onto that scorecard. Dungan's doing her best to help her out.
불러줘. 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 2, 5. 6번을 3. 죄송해요. 괜찮아. 구멍 날것 같은데.
5 indeed. Well, if you're new, you'll need to know the order of events. If you're a long-time viewer, you know exactly how this will go. That scorecard, it will be signed, it will be witnessed, it will be submitted. That's the paperwork portion. From there, Clinching will come over to speak with our colleagues over on the SBS골f sides. We'll have the third round highlights, final look at the leaderboard, and then the awards ceremony on the 18th green. That's all to come in the next 15 to 20 minutes. As Clinching basks in the glow of her third win of the season. Taking the title with a 15 under par score, 201, wins the tournament in 2024. I don't think we've seen something quite as consistent as this. Look at that every single day. 67, 67, and 67.
정희진 프로님 333467이요.
180 million won she'll take home as her winner's prize.
강신실 프로님 363167이요.
어디서 사요? 이거 나는 팔았을 것 같네.
네, 고생하셨고 시상식 바로 진행하니까
네.
바로 참석 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 감사합니다. 네, 오늘 마지막까지 정말 팽팽하게 좀 승부가 이어진 것 같고요. 그래도 오늘 최선을 다해서 이렇게 올해 3승을 달성해서 너무 기쁩니다. 네. 맞아요. 저는 드로우를 치는 선수라서 시각적으로 조금 불편한 홀들이 많았는데 그럴수록 조금 더 제 자신을 믿고 우측을 더 과감하게 보고 확실하게 드로우를 구사를 하는 샷을 좀 자신 있게 했던 것 같아요. 네, 동훈이랑은 또 워낙 친한 사이고 또 올해 같이 플레이 한 경험이 많아요. 그래서 서로 즐기면서 좋은 경기 한 것 같아요. 전체적으로 매년 성장하고 있는 것 같다고 느끼는데요. 일단 올해 가장 좋아진 점은 숏게임이랑 퍼팅이 많이 향상이 된 것 같아요. 또 올해 LPGA 투어 경험을 하면서 좀 골프를 바라보는 시야도 많이 넓어지고 숏게임도 많이 좋아진 것 같습니다. 네. 그때는 그렇게 긴장이 되지 않은 상태였고 오로지 이 샷에만 집중해서 좀 쳤던 것 같아요. 네. 저는 17번을 샷이었던 것 같아요. 네. 네. 네, 맞아요. 또 하반기 우승을 너무 간절히 원했었는데 또 이번 대회에서 우승하게 돼서 너무 기쁘고요. 또 하반기 목표 중 하나가 메이저 대회 우승이라서 꼭 메이저 대회에서 우승하고 싶습니다. 네. 네, 오늘 모든 팬분들 많이 또 3일 동안 많은 응원 보내주셨는데요. 경기 코스에서 정말 많은 응원을 받으면서 정말 저도 즐기면서 경기를 할 수 있었던 것 같아요. 이렇게 우승으로 보답할 수 있어서 저도 너무 기쁘고 앞으로도 좋은 모습 보여드리겠습니다. 네. 그리고 감사드린 분, 네. 그리고 언제나 믿고 뒤에서 지지해주시는 KB금융그룹 양종효 회장님 정말 감사드리고요. 그리고 저희 가족들 너무 감사드리고 그리고 사실 제가 OK 장학생 6기 출신인데요. 또 이렇게 OK 장학생 선수가 OK 대회에서 우승하는 것은 처음이라고 알고 있는데 제가 이렇게 우승하게 되어서 정말 영광스럽고 더욱 의미가 큰 것 같습니다. 감사합니다. 네. 감사합니다.
Well, it's Clinching Shields' return to the winner's circle. And she certainly didn't have to wait as long as some of our repeat champions this season. And she set the bar quite high from round one and was the model of consistency pretty much from her first hole to her 54th. Before we head down to the 18th green, let us recap the day. How we started. Well, it was Clinching Shield and it was Lee Dong-eun tied for first after 36 holes. It would be a shootout between the two of them from hole one to the end. Birdies, though, were a little bit stubborn. for Lee Dong-eun, as it would take her a little while to get in the groove. Speaking of grooves, we thought this might be something. That would be a turning point for Park Ju-young, who hasn't won in a few seasons now, and with that eagle at 11 would have had a little extra belief in store that she could make the run. The top 5 she had gone, and she wasn't the only player to eagle this 11th. It's Kang Ga-yeol, who after that stroke was all of a sudden right on the doorstep, challenging for a victory. She would cruise to her best result as a pro, but the birdies just wouldn't come with enough regularity. Park Ju-young, she was able to follow up her eagle with a birdie at 12, with a birdie at 13, and then it was 5 straight pars. She just ran out of steam trying to contend for the win, runner-up, or even P3, to be honest. Lee Dong-eun wouldn't be without some drama, as she'd have a drop shot at 8. Fast forward to number 13. And this is when Clinching really started to take over, creating a bit of separation from herself. Lee Dong-eun dropping a shot, bogeying for the second time on the round at 13. She would suddenly trail by 1, and it was jockeying, trying to get back to it. And she did a really good job of punching back, proverbially speaking, of course. 14 with a great on. Once again, bouncing back from a bogey, with a birdie. And then it was tied once again. 12 under and 12 under. Only 45 meters this from Clinching on the par 5 would zip it to little more than a tap in. Unfortunately for Clinching, it was the exact same scenario for Lee Dong-eun. So a push again. 13 under and 13 under, 3 holes to play. Both Clinching and Lee Dong-eun would par the 16th, and then on 17. The shot that might have, with the benefit of hindsight, put this tournament away. Lee Dong-eun would par the penultimate hole, knowing she needed some combination of bogey and par or birdie and par, depending on who you were looking at. She would deliver this masterpiece, thinking, okay, I've done my job. Pressure is on. Well, Clinching handles pressure like no one else when she is ticking. Left her to about 3 meters, slightly less than that. She'd roll in her birdie and be at a position from which she could not be caught. 15 under par. Lee Dong-eun would tap in for her birdie as well to finish just 1 stroke back with the 68 in the final round after her 63 yesterday. A little bit of narration over top the beginning of the awards presentation, and we want to start by highlighting the efforts of Oh Soo-min, the low amateur, the national team player.
여러분, 오케이 골프장학생 칼기 오수민 선수에게 다시 한번 따뜻한 박수를 부탁드리겠습니다. 또 이렇게 뜻깊은 시간과 함께 했는데요. 앞으로 우리 장학금을 받는 선수들의 멋진 활약도 기대해 보도록 하겠습니다. 이어서 홀인원 시상으로 이어갑니다. 이번 대회의 홀인원은 총 4군데의 상품이 걸려 있었는데요. 3번 홀에서는 리쥬란 다이아몬드 1캐럿씩, 8번 홀에서는 넥스핏 명품 침대 세트가, 또 12번 홀에서는 도이치모터스 BMW 520i가, 17번 홀에서는 바디프렌드 퀀텀 뷰티 캡슐이 준비되어 있었습니다. 이번 대회 홀인원이 나왔을까요, 여러분? 그렇죠. 답은 정해져 있었습니다. 2라운드에 홀인원이 나왔는데요. 바로 12번 홀에서 홀인원이 나왔습니다. 오늘 홀인원 상품은 방금 말씀드렸듯이 BMW 520i로 보이스 오토모빌 그룹 권형민 부회장님께서 직접 시상해 주시겠습니다. 권형민 부회장님을 앞으로 모시겠습니다. 따뜻한 박수로 맞이해 주시기 바랍니다. 네, 오늘 홀인원 시상을 위해서 또 이 오늘 시상식을 위해 뜻깊은 자리에 함께 해주셨는데요. 자, 12번에서 행운의 홀인원을 맞이할 주인공 호명합니다. 바로 오늘도 제가 선수 소개도 했었는데요. 이론 프로입니다. 축하드립니다. 네, 오늘 이론 프로 파이널 라운드까지 최선을 다해 본인의 기량을 뽐내는 멋진 모습을 보여줬고요. 2라운드 12번에서 특별히 BMW 520i가 걸려있는 홀에서 홀인원을 차지했습니다. 네, 이렇게 그때 이런과 함께 저희 시상모드 전달되며 사진 촬영 함께 진행하도록 하겠습니다.
And this is Iruan, who finished tied for 8th today. A hole-in-one on the 12th hole, and a brand new BMW 520i is her prize.
네, 시상의 도움을 준 권영민 부회장님께요. 박수 부탁드리고요. 자리로 모시겠습니다. 네, 이어서 아마추어 1위에 대한 시상입니다. 아마추어 1위는 대회에 참가한 아마추어 중 본선을 진출해서 가장 좋은 성적을 낸 선수에게 전달하는 상인데요. 자, 한번 호명하도록 하겠습니다. 주인공은 방금 전에도 저희가 봤었는데요. 오승민 선수 축하합니다. 네, 아마추어 1위를 기록한 오승민 선수는 OK골프 장학생 8기 출신 선수로 현재 자랑스러운 국가대표로 활약하고 있습니다. OK 배정 장학생단의 사장을 맡고 계신 최윤 회장님께서 기쁜 마음으로 트로피와 축하의 꽃다발을 전달하도록 하겠습니다. 오승민 선수는 3라운드 217타를 기록하면서 프로와 별도로 손색 없는 대단한 기량을 보여줬습니다. 네, 멋진 트로피와 꽃다발까지 오승민 선수에게 안겼고요. 저희 사진 촬영 저희가 진행합니다. 네, 여러분 앞으로 발전해서 한국 골프의 미래가 되어줄 오승민 선수에게 다시 한번 응원의 박수를 보내주시기 바랍니다. 감사합니다. 자, 이제 여기 계신 모든 분들이 기다리셨을 오늘의 주인공 우승자 시상을 진행하겠습니다. 오케이어 출근의 은매 높은 영예의 주인공은 3라운드 토탈 15언더파 1라운드 67타, 2라운드 67타, 3라운드 67타, 201타를 기록한 박진실 프로입니다. 축하드립니다. 네, 하늘에 계신 모든 상인이나 경영 여러분은 박진실 프로를 맞이해 주시기 바랍니다. 네, 또 오케이가 최근에 은맨 오픈과 함께 은맨의 손을 잡고 함께 인사하는 박진실 프로입니다. 지난번 함께 오시도록 하겠습니다. 15주년을 맞은 이 대회 오케이골프 장학생 출신의 우승자입니다. 여러분 다시 한번 축하를 보내주시기 바랍니다. 네, 먼저 오케이그룹 최윤 회장님께서 우승 자켓을 수여하도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 박진실 프로가 우승 자켓을 입을 준비를 하고 또 깔맞춤 댄스로 상의 컬러를 선택했는데요. 우승 자켓과 또 안쪽의 의상이 너무나도 잘 어울립니다. 박진실 선수의 댄스에 다시 한번 박수를 보내주시고요. 네, 이어 또 은혜님을 먼저 함께 같이 촬영 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 네, 이어서 마찬가지로 오케이그룹 최 회장님께서 우승 트로피를 바로 수여해 주시겠습니다. 영광의 우승 트로피를 이제 박진실 프로에게 안기게 되는데요. 박진실 프로가 오늘 시즌 승수를 기록합니다. 얼마나 또 이 순간을 기다렸을까요? 다시 한번 축하의 박수를 보내주시기 바랍니다. 네, 감사합니다. 이어서 오케이 수준의 정기용 대표님께서 시상 트로피를 수여해 주시겠습니다. 우승 상금 1억 8천만 원의 주인공이 된 박진실 프로 진심으로 축하드리고요. 사진 촬영 오늘 정말 부산도 당신의 프로를 위해 많이 준비되어 있는데요. 주변에서 저희 부산과 함께 사진 촬영 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 네, 또 오늘 당신의 프로를 추천하는 팬클럽분들에 함께해주고 계시는데요. 다시 한번 축하의 박수를 보내주시기 바랍니다. 마지막으로 KLPGA 김수희 선수위원님께서 축하하는 마음을 담아 저희 꽃다발을 전달하겠습니다. 네, 또 오늘 대회 컬러는 자켓 그리고 꽃다발까지 대회 컬러로 저희가 지금 세트를 보여드려요. 다시 한번 꽃다발을 당신의 프로에 축하의 박수를 보내주시기 바랍니다. 당신의 프로 이제 가슴 벅찬 우승 소감을 빌어봐야 하겠네요. 네.
And so ends another week on the KLPGA Tour. Clinching, the big winner of the OK Savings Bank OK Man Open. And OK Man themselves even gave Clinching an escort down the red carpet to her thoroughly well-deserved presentation of awards, some jewelry, 180 million won, and of course a trophy as well. After these 54 holes of stroke play, we now turn our attention, to the upcoming Hana Financial Group Championship. 4 rounds at Bears Best in Cheongna for another major championship. 1.5 billion won up for grabs over 4 days of stroke play. And it should be another fantastic event. We are very much looking forward to it. We hope you are too, just as much as we hope you will join us for that competition. But for now, it's time to say goodbye. Our thanks to the incredible staff at Adonis Country Club in Pocheon for helping put this event on and keeping the course in absolute pristine condition, and to you, the viewer, for your continued support of the KLPGA Tour. My name is Adam Jenkins. A privilege, a thrill, as always, to be behind the mic for the KLPGA. And we look forward to talking to you again real soon. Congratulations to Clinching, this week's winner at Adonis.